first part of Cosmic Thor, we saw Thor recently became the All-Father of Asgard. But he barely had time to settle into his new role as the king before a wounded Galactus crashed into the Golden Realm with a terrible warning. The Black Winter, the star plague that destroyed Galactus' original universe, is now coming to destroy this universe. To prevent it from happening, Galactus needs to consume 5 planets with rare and unique energies that will increase his power. Thor insisted on going with Galactus to see the denizens of these worlds to safety first, so Galactus transformed Thor into his new herald, the Herald of Thunder. What will they do when the end comes? When their past and future cease to be? When the entirety of who they are and who they will be becomes insignificant in this universe? Will they scream prayers to their gods? Will they clasp their hands in hope that their gods will arrive? They will. They all do. And just like the denizens of this particular universe, their gods will arrive. A sun god, a god of emerald, perhaps a god of the ocean, of speed, or strength. This universe is protected by a league of gods, many of them who are extremely powerful, but all of them united, powerful beyond imagination by the belief of the faithful, would not be enough. For they would look into the eyes of the Black Winter and see the cold-faced avatar of their one true end. And there, staring at the dark, the mighty gods would do what everyone had done before. They would cry and scream and pray for help, and then, as everyone else, they would die.
Planet 1. Lights. Now.
Some universe away, we can see Thor, the king of Asgard and the god of thunder. Thor looks at the people of Klypes and comments, "Nah, this planet is inhabited. There is life here. Let's move on to the next world." The servers gave us the coordinates of 5 worlds. Surely 4 of them will do. Galactus interrupted him and said,
No, I would need the power of all 5 worlds to survive the onslaught of the Star Plague. You may keep the coordinates locked away from me in your mind, but remember, I am the only thing that stands between universal life and death.
Thor replied, "All right, and I stand between you and this planet." He said, "You're weak, hungry. Would you like to see which one of us will fall first?" For some reason, Thor does not yet know, Mjolnir has grown heavier by the day since he ascended the golden throne of Asgard. And even then, with the power cosmic coursing through his god veins, mighty Thor has struggled to hold his mutinous mallet. Galactus replied to Thor,
I gave you the power you wield, Thor, and I can take it away.
But there, amid the acidic winds of Doom planet, Thor with his Mjolnir in his hand, replied to Galactus, "You know nothing of the power I wield." And Thor threw his Mjolnir towards Galactus, which hit him with a thundering noise and cut through his hands. Galactus angrily said,
You dare strike Galactus?
Galactus continued,
You exist solely by the grace I had given, and the least you tug against, or have you forgotten whom you serve, little god?
Thor replied, "Nah, Asgard," and again threw his Mjolnir, which hit Galactus' knee with a thunder. Thor said, "I'll tell you this once, Galactus. Though you have named me the herald in title and power, but I remain a king and a god, and I shall not suffer threats nor instructions from you or from..." And then there are those who have no god, those who see a being of angelic light and the great black Leviathan raging in the heavens and think not of salvation but rightfully of ruin. Then we see Thor is being hit by the inhabitants of the planet with axe and rocks. Thor spoke as he always has been with the all tongue, allowing all to hear and understand the words he spoke, no matter the place, nor the people. "No, listen to me, you Odin damn fools. I can't save you if I have to kill you," said Thor while fighting the inhabitants. Though for some there are words, and then there is war. And yet through the swarming hordes of Klypes, Thor hears something that chills his bones. The chainsaw roar of Galactus' planet murder machine spiraling online, and behind it, the death rattle of the world. The thunder rose and boiled in the backs of his throat. Thor shouts, "Galactus, no!" and exclaimed, "Sif!" Thor's voice burnt across the stars. Lady Sif replied.
Yes, my king.
Thor said, "A bridge." Lady Sif answered back.
Yeah.
A moment passed, and then across a chasm of forever, the shimmering path of Asgard exploded the shadows of Clypes. That is the gateway of gods, the lightning that hunts the blood sap of world ash, which everyone knows as Bifrost. Thor ordered Galactus, "Hear this, devourer. The people of this planet are under my protection from this moment forward." He also said that when the inhabitants are free of the planet and safely among the people of Asgard, then only Galactus can feed on that planet. He made sure Galactus heard him, and no one should die for Galactus. Back in Asgard, Volstagg is busy dealing with the new guests who are uncivilized. Volstagg exclaimed, "We need ale or Asgard will burn." Suddenly someone said, I'll help. It was Thori, who wanted to crowd down to manageable size with teeth and get through them. Volstagg reminded Thori the rules that he should not kill the Asgardians as well as the guests. Someone shouted, "Volstagg!" Volstagg looked upon the sky and it was the ravens. "Volstagg, I have spoken to the council leaders of the people of Clypes and explained their new circumstances. I have promised them sanctuary here until time as I can replenish their crops and their energy of their home world," said the ravens. Volstagg was startled as he heard Thor speaking through the ravens. Thor told Volstagg that Hugin and Munin are not ravens and never had been. Thor believed that Volstagg would look after the matter in Thor's absence for Asgard. The ravens started going back. Volstagg followed and wanted to say Thor about the world tree, but ravens flew away. Next scene. We can see, like all other planets, Clypes dies. Its energies collapsed and converted to feed and heal Galactus. The whole planet became silent. Even the heavens were silent. Galactus shouted,
This power, need more.
Thor shouted at Galactus, "Enough, you will kill us both." But Galactus wanted more. Thor again wanted Galactus, a god of lightning and thunder and a god of destruction of genocide. Boom! The planet Clypes blasted. Galactus, also a god of hunger. Thor said, You didn't have to break it. I made those people a promise they would return home one day. But Galactus killed the world. Galactus also mentioned,
It was necessary so as this.
Galactus blasted at Thor. But then there is another, one who spoke for all who have no gods to speak for them. Then we can see Galactus being fired upon and Thor thrown away by the blast. One who saw the fallen angels and devils raging in the hollows of the dead world and thought not of salvation, but of rightfully of the ruins and vengeance. Thor exclaimed, "No! Thor, I need to speak with your master, please, brother." "Do not make me go through you," said Beta Ray Bill, and Thor charged upon him. So hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to our channel, subscribe us and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Thank you and stay tuned for the next part.